We cannot and must not accept that these fatalities are somehow an inevitable part of life in America.
In 1977, the president of the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety warned U.S. senators that blood has been shed, heads literally have rolled, and countless thousands of Americans have been injured because these agencies did not act. Further inaction would be inexcusable. NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, was founded in 1967. In the same year, actress Jayne Mansfield died in an Underride crash with a commercial truck. Underride crashes occur when passenger vehicles, motorcycles, bicyclists, and pedestrians collide with the trailers of large trucks. Due to the height and generally open space under large trucks, collisions with them often result in decapitation, crush injuries, and death. Passive restraints such as bumpers, crumple zones, airbags, and seatbelts do not offer any protection. There is a simple solution. Protective guards at the rear and sides of trailers, which can deflect other road users from passing under them. But the trailer manufacturing industry will not install them without a mandate, and that's up to NHTSA. It's beyond dispute that NHTSA has done nothing in its 57-year history to protect against side underride guards and has merely and belatedly followed Canada's example to protect against rear underrides. Tens of thousands of Americans have died preventable deaths as a result. How has this happened? In 2024, a whistleblower revealed that NHTSA suppressed taxpayer-funded research into protecting pedestrians and bicyclists from underride death and injury.
My name is Kwan. I used to work for the U.S. Department of Transportation. I was a heavy vehicle safety research engineer in the Office of Technology at the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. One of the last studies that I did for the department was a study to look at the synergistic effects of aerodynamic devices and side guards. So I was able to get funded a study to be done by the VOPI National Transportation Research Center on side guards. So I'm going to read an excerpt from a statement that I made before the Federal Advisory Committee on Underride Protection. And it begins as follows. When I read the published report, FMCSA RRR 19004 on side guards that was posted on the US DOT website in May 2020, I was shocked and appalled by what I saw. The published report, FMCSA RRR 19004, does not resemble the final report, DOT VNTSC FMCSA 1901, that I worked on when I departed from US DOT. Moreover, the published report does not even fulfill the 6 required tasks in the official statement of work that the US DOT contracted with the VOPI Center to do. Most of the chapters, including the critical one on cost-benefit analysis, have been stripped out, and the report now is nothing more than a literature review. The published report also completely left out any discussion of aerodynamic side skirts, which of course was critical to the statement of work and cost-benefit analysis. This published report does not fulfill what I hired the VOPI Center to do. What is posted on the US DOT public website as the published report on side guards defrauds the public, because the technical report documentation page indicates that this is the final report of contract SA 9 PAI when clearly it is not. DOT VNTSC FMCSA 1901 is the final report of that contract SA9 PAI. And that ends my statement.
Emails obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests confirmed his allegations. None of the named officials at NHTSA have been held accountable. Congress has tried mandating requirements as well as encouraging NHTSA to use its discretion to protect the public. In response to a requirement from Congress, NHTSA in 2022 finalized a 7-year-old pending rule on rear underride protection. But it did nothing more than codify a 15-year-old Canadian rule that nearly all trailers already complied with, and it declined to use its discretion to do more. In 2023, in response to a citizen petition and congressional encouragement, NHTSA issued an advance notice of proposed rulemaking on side underride protection. Its all-important cost-benefit analysis concluded that the costs of regulation outweighed the benefits. While this remains technically an open rulemaking, the conclusion of cost ineffectiveness all but guarantees that NHTSA will not require side underride guards. Careful reading of it reveals a bias against regulation. It did not count saving pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorcyclists' lives as a benefit of regulation. It also did not count fuel efficiency savings as a benefit of regulation. These and other omissions cause the analysis to underestimate benefits, thereby skewing its conclusion against underride protection. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, correcting these and other omissions would reverse the conclusion. Instead, the benefits of regulation would outweigh the costs, justifying side underride protection mandates. In 1999, known as the second founding of the DOT, Congress required that the Department of Transportation pursue safety as the highest priority, recognizing the clear intent, encouragement, and dedication of Congress to the furtherance of the highest degree of safety in motor carrier transportation. But when Congress has given NHTSA discretion, the safety agency has chosen not to use it to advance safety. When taxpayer-funded research concluded that saving lives from underride deaths is cost-beneficial, the agency has suppressed the data. The trucking industry is pleased at NHTSA's failure to require underride protection, calling it reasonable. The Advisory Committee on Underride Protection issued this scathing assessment in 2024. The fact cannot be ignored that very little has changed regarding side underride guard advancements in the last 50 years, and no substantial progress has been made by DOT to prevent these horrific crash fatalities and injuries. NHTSA is still standing by their handling of the unpublished taxpayer-funded Volpe report as of September 30th, 2024. But NHTSA has not provided any data or details to back up their justification for suppressing the report and altering its content. While the truck trailer manufacturers may be content, is NHTSA's long-standing failure to protect road users from underride death and injury acceptable to Congress? As John F. Kennedy said on February 18, 1958, let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future.